At BushTech Safari, we've got various different and alternative options than just your traditional tent. What we've got here, we're busy constructing a mock-up unit for a project that we're busy with in the Middle East. It's a normal tent roof on a steel frame with a double fly sheet over the top, on a timber upright and rim beam structure, with a lightweight steel frame structure as the walls and the roof of the tent, the internal roof of the tent. The light, we call it in-house, we call it BushCAD, so I will be referring to it as BushCAD from now on. It's an 89mm profile. In imperial terms, it's about 3.5 inches, the profile that the steel frame is. One of the advantages that you will have with this is that it gives you the opportunity to run your wiring, your internal wiring and reticulation in the wall, as you can see there, with the wiring that's been pulled through here already. Obviously that needs to be done in advance and planned in advance. Secondly, the insulation properties that it gives you. Firstly, with the cavity that you've got here, it will depend on your climatic conditions, where the tents are, how hot it gets, how cold it gets, what type of insulation you're going to put into it. The most common used insulation is what we call a rock wool. I've got an example here of the rock wool that has been put and fixed into the wall. You do get thicker than this as well. Again, it will depend on the R value that you need to create inside your unit. Once the insulation is in, the wall is finished with an MGO board, internally and externally. Currently there's just an example of the MGO board on the inside. Onto the MGO board, you then have the option of either cladding it with canvas to give you the tinted look, or you can do any type of finish like tiling onto it, you can paint onto it, you can also hang pictures, mirrors, window rails, anything that you can hang from this. It basically gives you the same property as a built wall. All raised, no foundation, fixing straight onto that, just to show that you do not need any foundations or build up to have it. So you can really put this wall, fix it onto anywhere on your structure without needing a foundation or having to dig into the soil. With partitioning walls also always being a challenge inside a tent, this is a great solution for an internal dividing or partitioning wall inside your tent as well, for privacy from your bedroom to your bathroom, whatever it needs to be. You can see the wall that's been built in here, that can be part of your tent. Again, your profile sitting here with a finish. This is just the finish showing the finish of the MGO board. Onto this you will have your aesthetic finish, whether it be cladding in canvas, it can be a wallpaper, painted, tiled, especially in your wet areas for showers and that type of thing. The provision for the hard doors and windows is already made. As you can see here, there will be an aluminium front window that will fit exactly into the space that's done for it, and that's all designed all around. On the front, as you can see, all around different areas where the windows will come in, and also on the front the large section that's left open for the large stacker door that will fit in there. So it gives you exactly the same finish with whatever hard door or window you want to put in, exactly the same as you would be able to do with a built structure or a built wall, but without the schlep of foundations and regulations and all of that. Okay, a completed tent with a BushCAD as the walls of the tent, finished with canvas. What we've got here is a Velcro strip that's fixed directly onto the BushCAD, the canvas panel that's made to size and fixed directly onto that to give you the authentic tent look on the canvas, on the tent. Like I did say, there's no insulation in this specific unit. That's all up to the client what insulation you want to put in there. What I explained earlier and touched on earlier on the provision that we make in advance for the hard doors and windows, there's an example of a finished, a timber framed window that's put in its place. So behind this would be the BushCAD wall exactly in this shape, rolled to this shape and installed to take the timber framed window like you would have in a normal brick and mortar or built wall that's fixed in place. A few things I want to touch on inside. Let me take you inside. Inside, what I want to show you is just a couple of the window options. Obviously there's a whole lot more, but what we have on display here is a normal tinted window. Externally the shade net, internally a clear PVC overlay, which keeps your insulation properties, so your tent or your unit can keep its insulation properties. If you take it off, you immediately get that natural ventilation with a normal tinted window with a shade net behind it. And then behind me here we have also a larger window. What I touched on outside, you would have a window built in as if it was built in a normal hard frame timber or aluminium frame window, fixed in place. Doesn't have to go all the way to the ground. It can be fixed in any position that you need it to go. There's the structure. This is your external structure, your column and ring beam structure, with your BushCAD wall basically fixing into that. There's the same finish as outside on the Velcro, just with a different fabric that we've lined this thing, just to show what can be done. What I touched on earlier, dividing walls or partitioning walls between your bedroom and your bathroom of your unit. Again, you do not need any foundations. This can be freestanding like a drywall. Internally here, again, you've got your BushCAD, just finished with whatever finish you want. This is a painted finish with a bit of texture that is given it. You can see the beautiful colors and the nice detail that can be created with that. But also inside the skeleton, purely the BushCAD structure internally finished in various ways.